Oyeni. Bariki. Hello, hello. How are you? Habari zenu? Habari zenu? Habari zenu? Ni yale masaa ya kuanza kutayarishia jamii sapa. Waswahili wanaita chajio. So ni wakati wa kuandaa chajio, lakini hatuna sijakuwa na budi ila kukuja hapa tuweze kuzungumza mambo machache. Purity, oh yeah. Nakwambia enda soba. How are you, my dear sister? Sai najua mko winter. What a powerful song. Margaret Magoro, hi my dear sister. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you. Joroge Peter, ukiwa Kiserian. Lovely. Yes, it's a lovely song. My brother Korobe Chegem Kooli, all the way from Turkana. Habari yako. I know we have some work that we should do in Turkana. Hopefully we are going to do that this new year because God is willing. Tom Juguna, blessings upon us, amen. Tabitha Wanjiru, I've seen your message and I've directed your message to Linda Nyawera. Linda is going to work on it because a key thing for me on your comment is about depression. I'm not that kind of a person who keeps on mambo ya fundraising, but I believe in what my good sisters and brothers, they do on the issues of fundraising. But I am so keen. I have my courses, I have the organization I run, so I will redirect this to someone. And one thing is that if you're going through depression, I'm sure there are things we should not give priority as starting a business right now. So if you're going through depression, you go through psychosocial support, then the rest will fall into place. And I believe my sisters and brothers who are watching, they're going to say, kama ni ukweli, mtu akiwa na depression, je, unamwekea biashara ama unampeleka, anaongeleshwa, moyo unapona, akili inapona, kisha unaenda kufanya biashara. Sawa sawa? So, nimeona issue yako, you lost your son and your husband last year. I know if it is a case that haujapata somebody to talk to you or somebody to talk to. Linda, and I'm going to tag Linda right away. Wacha ni tag Linda because I've inboxed her. Linda Washira. Let me tag you also. Tabitha Wanjiru, blessings. Na uko na jina nzuri sana. So Linda, Tabitha Wanjiru, blessings. So let me tell Linda, kindly organize psychosocial support. And I do my things openly. So ndio hizo, kindly organize psychosocial. Poleni wanaotujiunga na sisi saa hii. We are sorting a case of somebody who has just commented about depression. So Linda, kindly organize psychosocial support for Tabitha. Tabitha, I'll tell you, money doesn't come fast. Business doesn't come fast. If you're going through depression, then you're supposed to get healed. Depression is like any other disease, and it is worse. So I've tagged Linda. So the other things I cannot do at this stage. I am very sure wherever we refer our people for psychosocial support, we also have something that we work on together with Crew. I don't know how many of you know about Crew. Sijui kama mnajua Crew, for those who are joining us. If you have never heard about Crew, Crew is an organization that deals with women issues and so much on domestic violence, psychosocial support, legal support. Crew is Center for Rights, Education and Awareness. Center for Rights, Education and Awareness. So I've seen that you have responded, Tabitha. So I'm just waiting. Okay. Tabitha, I have said we start at psychosocial support point. The other things, we are going to work on them. Remember, what we do to people who have gone through situations, I know maybe you need mambo ya chakula na kila kitu, and I've seen this post not on my wall peke yake, nimeiona hata kwingine. So one thing that I want to tell you, we always start somewhere, and I didn't come here to talk about depression, but because you have introduced this, let me touch on it. And I'm not putting you off. I'm just telling you the truth of the matter, Tabitha. If you are depressed, we are starting at psychosocial support place. I know you need some money for food right now, and we are going to do that. But I am not here to fundraise for food. I am always strict on that. I am here to speak on something different. So for psychosocial support, I have already tagged Linda. And Tabitha, you're going to help to get help on that. Then from there, if you want to do business, I have mentioned Crew. Crew, we have something that we do together for women. And this is where now you'll tell us about the business ideas and everything. After psychosocial support, we don't leave women empty-handed. And this is why sometimes I'm never moved by being pushed. Ukinipush. Sometimes this will not move me. And let me tell you. So there is one thing that we do with Crew. And this is, after we do psychosocial support, there is legal part. There is also economic empowerment. Tabitha, economic empowerment doesn't come at depression stage. Economic empowerment comes after you have healed. And I'm just giving you tough love. It comes once you have healed. And I have seen this. And there is a fund, if you don't know, there is a fund known as Jasiri Fund. You'll not be given 300 shillings. You'll not be given 1,000 shillings. You'll be given good amount of money to start business. So Tabitha, we have to ensure you get healed from depression. Sawa sawa. I don't want to discuss about that anymore. So I'm here because yesterday someone tagged me on an issue of a man who killed his wife, and he also killed the children. And then he put the house on fire. And it was so painful. And it could be a case of depression of somebody who did not talk. And this is why I decided, let me come here. Okay, I have my books everywhere. Yesterday I spoke about scars of honor. I have my books everywhere. You find me in the car, I have my books. You find me in the house, I have my books. You find me anywhere. I walk with my books, and I am so inseparable with my books. So I want to talk about domestic violence. And domestic violence is not a respecter of any person. Nobody will ever be respected by domestic violence. So, and I want to speak about something very briefly so that tunaweza piga stories zingine. And I want to speak about the telltale signs. Telltale signs. There are so many signs that we ignore. Very many. And I want to see kama unajua signs kadhaa ambazo zinajitokeza kwa domestic violence. I mean kwa marriage setup in any relationship. By the way, domestic violence or gender-based violence inafanyika mahali ambapo kuna uhusiano wa kimapenzi mara nyingi. Na you find people asking, why should this happen? Let me just respond to someone here. Ndiye asikuja kuniitisha kile anataka. Tell that to give. Okay, Dennis Nyambane, karibu sana. So if you know any sign ambayo ina lead to abuse, sijui kama unajua any sign yoyote ambayo ina lead to abuse. Anybody who knows of a sign ambayo ina lead into abuse, you can always comment there. Tell me of a sign. Okay, I did an interview. I think it's going to air tomorrow. We did an interview with Tuko. And this interview was about domestic violence. This time I've refused to share my story because I've already done it in the book. So anytime I'm invited on media, I keep on telling my media friends that now whoever wants to know more about me, they can get it from here. But there is one thing that I still keep on telling people. There are signs. Unajua kila ugonjwa iko na signs and symptoms. So domestic violence haijaachwa nje ama gender based violence. And this is why unapata watu wengine they are going through something na kile wanapitia they keep on saying hakuwa hivyo, amebadilika, hapana ni juu anakunywa pombe, hapana ni juu anafanya hivi. And I want to just tell you openly, hizo ni vitu zenye watu wanatumia kujificha. Mtu anajua akikuzaba kofi akiwa sober utaenda kwa police station kureport. You'll go tell your mother, you'll go do this, you'll tell your sister, you'll tell your best couple, you'll tell whoever, you'll tell your pastor, you'll tell your brother, everybody. So what will this person do? Ataenda akunywe pombe, alafu akuja kugonge kama amekunywa pombe. Ukimuuliza hata hakumbuki, anakuambia si nilikuwa mlevi. So hii ndio ninasema kuna vitu zingine zinafanyika ili mtu hata haweze kuwekelea nini? Haweze kuwekelea kitu fulani ndio ilifanya afanye jambo fulani. So this is why I just wanted us to discuss a few things on gender violence that people hide. I want to tell you the truth. The telltale signs tunaziita, in other words, the warning signs. Ile kitu ambayo inakupea warning inakwambia wewe siku moja. So I want to start with one thing. Extreme jealousy. Yani kuna watu ambao jealousy ni uchoyo ama ni jealousy? Wivu. Extreme jealousy. You find your partner becoming so jealous. Hata ukienda ushukwe nywele ama uvae wig kama hii yangu ama sijui umeenda umetengeneza kucha, sijui umenunuliwa saa mpya ama ulikuwa na birthday umeletewa zawadi. Yani this person is so jealous. Remember, this is your partner. So jealous, yani mpaka ukiletewa kitu yani inamuuma. So these are the tell signs or the warning signs of gender based violence. Si ati ya kwamba imefanyika ati umegongwa. Inaanza tu na hiyo wivu kidogo. Si unasikia watu siku hizi wanasema pesa kidogo. So inaanza na wivu kidogo, then inaenda inakuwa extreme kabisa. So ikishakuwa extreme ndio yani nimesema hata ukifanya birthday usiite fulani na fulani hapa. And maybe alikupea zawadi nono kushinda ile your spouse alikupea. Another sign is possessiveness. And this is something, actually possessiveness nimeizungumzia. It is possessiveness na control huwa zinapelekana. So possessiveness ni ile mtu yani amekupossess, ni kama amekujengea kaukuta fulani. Yani ukizunguka unazunguka tu hapo penye huyo mtu wako. Karibu sana Masi. We are talking about the warning signs, the telltale signs of gender based violence. We are on possessiveness. Yani you see this person has possessed you. Yani amekupossess. Yani hata kama unataka kujipindua kwa kitanda lazima umuombe ruhusa. This person who wants, ukichukua simu anakuuliza ni nani wewe ulikuwa unaongea na yeye. Some of these signs, you should not ignore them. You should not ignore them. Thank you Kajuju. Tuko class moja na Kajuju. Hizi vitu tumesoma pia. Extreme insecurity, Kajuju has commented. Na nimesema kama unajua any warning sign of gender based violence, comment nayo hapo tutaidiscuss. Okay, Kajuju amesema extreme insecurity, but we were discussing about possessiveness. Wacha nikwambie chini ya hii jua, nobody should possess you. Nobody should be over control you and nobody should control you. Kuna ile control tunapitia kama watoto wadogo tukikua, wazazi wakituonyesha njia, kanisa ikikuonyesha mwelekeo. Okay, kuna ile ambayo inaeleweka ni ya kukuguide so that you don't get lost on the way. But there is that extreme extreme possessiveness and extreme control. And I'm not saying that hata kama siyo extreme ati siyo sign. Ninasema hapo mahali inafikia. Lakini kuna mahali inafikia kilele. Yani sasa hata huyu mtu sasa unajua inaanza kidogo, inaanza possessiveness. Ikifika ile extreme unapata sasa amefanya kitendo. That's why ninasema ni kama stage, ni kama inaendelea kupanda, inapanda, ina gain momentum, kitendo inafanyika. Mary Agola, asante sana. Amesema ni good advice. Then kuna history ya temper. Unasikia mtu akikwambia, mimi wana temper. Temper yangu ikipanda. Ama anafanya kitu. I gave this example. Tulienda kwa hoteli mahali. So, tukiwa kwa hoteli mahali, I saw this guy who was dating this young lady. Waiter sijui alifanya nini. Tulisikia tu slap. Pa! Tulisikia tu slap. And we were like, oh my goodness. So, kama ni wewe na unadetiwa na mtu kama huyu, utaolewa na yeye, tutambadilisha. One thing I want to tell you. I want to tell you, you will never change a grown-up man. You will never change a grown-up woman. And I'm saying this because gender-based violence is all about violence that happens to you because of your gender. So you can be a man, you can be a woman. Gender means both. Gender means both men and women. Watching with Mom, Pastor Dolphin. Oh, karibu sana mama. So, this man slapped this waiter. The girlfriend is there watching. Hiyo ni ishara ya kukuonyesha vile nimefanyia huyu hata wewe naweza kufanyia. Ama vile nimefanyia huyu nimemfanyia leo, next time ni wewe. Kuna vitu ambavyo nimejifundisha kwa haya maisha. There are things you cannot change. Number one, you cannot change a grown-up man, you cannot change a grown-up woman. Tukubaliane hapo. Na ndiposa Waswahili wanasema samaki mkunje angali mbichi. Kwa wale kwao kuna miti, kuna mahali mti unakatwa ukitumia shoka. Na kuna mahali mti hauwezi katwa bila power saw. So you just have to get it right and get to understand that gender-based violence is a warnings zote zinajitokeza. Zikijitokeza utafanya namna gani? Where I live, sikai mbali sana na university. There is a branch of a university ambayo iko karibu na kwangu. And there are so many things, there are so many cases ambazo nimesolve, especially wakati nilikuwa tu nakaa tu nyuma ya hiyo campus. Nikasolve kesi mpaka nikajihurumia. Until I just prayed and asked God, when my daughters are going to campus, dear Lord, nisaidie wawe mahali ambapo ninaweza waona kila siku tunazungumza, ninawarekebisha. Let me tell you one thing that happens. And I want to tell you this because it's something that I have seen. Our daughters, they are living na hawa vijana wakiwa campus, hawa wanaume ambao wanasoma na wao. They are living as husbands and wives. And this is something, I'm invited in one of the university, na hata nishakuwa kwa one of the university. Actually, I spoke in Kenyatta University, I think during the 16 days of activism. And these are some of the cases they told me. Hata kiniambia nilikuwa nazijua. Wavulana wetu na wasichana wetu wanaishi pamoja kwa nyumba moja. The pocket money that you have given them. And these girls, because they want to save. Na kwa sababu hawa wasichana wanataka kuwa na pesa za kuweka kwa mfuko, wanataka wavae vizuri, wanataka wangangane na wafanane na wenzao. This is the reason as to why unapata msichana atakubali akuwe wife, si wife juu ya mapenzi, wife nyumba ilipwe na mwanaume, yeye asitoe rent. Then mwanaume alipe nyumba na anunue chakula. So kazi ya msichana ni kupika. And one thing I have come to learn, kama kuna cases ambazo ziko very high kwa hizi campus zetu na mahali ambapo wanafunzi wanaishi, it's abortion. Very high numbers. The other thing is misuse of contraceptives. And this is something that nimejionea na macho yangu, nimeketi chini na wanafunzi, you try to guide them. One time we woke up to harufu. Then ile harufu, when the neighbors walivunja ile nyumba, it was a girl in campus ambaye alihappen kujiua. Kwa nini? Boyfriend yake amepata girlfriend mwingine. And this is why I'm saying, ni vizuri kuangalia vitu mapema. And I keep on talking to these young people na ninawaambia, look at us. Chukua maisha yetu kama kitabu. Sisi ambao tulikutangulia. Makosa yenye tumefanya na Mungu amekupea fursa ya kutuona sisi. Usirudie hayo makosa. Are we together? Are we together? So we've spoken about bad temper na nikawapatia that example. A man who dares to hit a waiter ati anakudate na ana hit waiter mbele yako. My friend, that is what will happen to you ukiingia kwa hiyo nyumba yake. Karibu Rose Mukami, karibu Maria Mwenda, karibu Sarah. Oh, Sarah, how are you, my dear? So many years, over 20 years, tangu toka shuleni. So, I am talking about the warning signs of GBV. That we have spoken about bad temper. Then, there is something else. Verbal abuse. Verbal abuse is abuse in its own, but it is also a telltale sign. Na hii haianzangi mbali. Inaanza tu na neno unasema, si ni kunitusi, alinitusi tu nikamsamehea. Aliniambia sikufurahia lakini nikaona tu acha ninyamaze. I want to tell you, hakuna siku utapata shimo ya futi 6 imechimbwa yote pamoja, yani mara moja ikaisha. Huwa inaanza kama tuseme wewe mnachimba shimo, kama tuseme labda ni kaburi. Ukianza kuchimba kaburi, kama ilikuwa kwa shamba mnaanza na kutoa mimea ama magugu. Then mnatoa ile soil ya juu. Mnaendelea hadi mfike chini. And this is what I want to tell you. Haianzi mbali. And let me tell you, nobody starts by hitting you. Even the story I'm telling you of the waiter ambaye alizabwa coffee, ilianzia mahali tu, ikaanza labda ni chai alileta, sijui ikawa nini. It had started somewhere because sisi tulishtukia tu coffee. Let me tell you, and this is something that we should not hide. I keep on telling people, the issues to do with gender-based violence, they should no longer be hidden under the carpet. Zimefichwa ya kutosha. These issues are happening. Inafanyika hata kwa palace, in the king's palace. It is happening and people are hiding it. So, this is something that I will keep on telling you. Hi, Rose Mukami. Oh, you say, you saved my life. I'll forever be grateful the day you are at Janjo that Saturday morning. Oh, God bless you so much, Rose. Thank you, Betty Peace. Na wote ambao mmeingia. So I just want to tell you, if you're going through a situation, ama umeona kitu fulani, speak out. And this is something I keep on telling people. One thing, inafanya unaona hawa wanaume wanachukua sijui sheria kwa mikono yao, wanafanya kila kitu. And nothing justifies gender-based violence. Even as I say this, nothing justifies gender-based violence. Unaona hawa wanaume wanachukua kiberiti na petroli. Let me tell you, everything has a process. Huyo mwanaume ambaye jana, I think Elbagon, somewhere, Pastor Nakuru, aliua bibi na watoto kisha akachoma nyumba yake. Let me tell you, hakukuwa na petrol station kwa nyumba yake. Kwa nyumba yake sio factory ya viberiti. Labda hata kiberiti ilikuwa imeisha. Kwa nyumba yake sio factory ya visu na panga. So let me tell you, the moment unasema huyu mtu hakuangi mbaya, ni mara moja tu. Let me tell you, there is something we call premeditated. Anakaa chini hivi anakuchorea, anasema anakuja na kiberiti. Si anajua yako kama mama huwa unaificha ama unaiacha jikoni mahali fulani ajui. And let me tell you, kama kuna watu hawajui mambo ya jikoni kwa nyumba ni wanaume. So for a man who decides kukukatakata na kisu, labda hata si yako ya jikoni, alienda kanunua. most of the time you find what men do, it's premeditating. Wanakaa chini, wanachora. And by saying this, siachi nje pia wale wanawake pia wanafanyia wanaume madhambi. Mary Jarida Wamboi, hi my dear. Oh, Pastor Maggie, Happy New Year. Nobody starts by hitting you. No more silence. Nothing justifies gender-based violence. True, true, true. Everything you've said is true, true, true. So, ninasema hivi kwa sababu hakuna mtu ambaye akona petrol station kwa nyumba yake. Hakuna mtu ana manufacture visu ama swords. Mimi kwa nyumba yangu hakukuwa na sword, lakini ilienda ikanunuliwa. It is premeditated. It is premeditated. So, nothing will ever justify kile kimefanyika. Mimi huwa hata siulizi ati alifanya. Kwani ni nini hiyo yenye mtu anafaa kufanya ndiye apigwe? Ni nini hiyo mtu anafaa kufanya ndiye apigwe? Or sometimes, and I want to warn us, and na ninaona wamama ndio wanawatch wengi. I want to warn us women. Ati Mary alipigwa. Alafu nasikia wamama wengine wameuliza, kwani alifanyaje na vile bwana yake ni mpole? Until uende uishi kwa huyo Mary ndio utajua. Ati Ochieng alichapwa na bibi yake, kwani alifanya nini na venye huyo bibi yake ni mpole? My friend, it is until you go and start living with that wife of Ochieng is when you know mangapi Ochieng anavumilia. So nothing justifies gender-based violence. Hakuna, nothing justifies that you hit a woman, you do this and you do this. Nothing. And the reason as to why I keep on saying you should respect our women and do, hakuna kitu chochote ambacho kina justify uhitu huyo mwanamke. Ninazungumzia wamama mara nyingi because they are the victims. We are the victims. We are always the victims. So I keep on telling people, get to know wakati ambapo ni wakati wa kuondoka. Don't wait. And this is something I've been telling people that I speak to. Kuna mtu niliuliza, unangojea nini? Akaniambia, poleni, nimeulizwa swali and I have to respond, otherwise nitajikuta ninatoka live. So nothing will ever justify gender-based violence. Nothing will ever justify kwa nini fulani. And yeah, Sarah, thank you so much. Wacha hata nikatize hapa. Sarah amesema Kenyans should stop stigmatization and let men and women speak about any kind of violence. Thank you so much. Sarah, it is true. And this is the reason as to why unapata men are not speaking. I was handling one of the cases ya mwanaume. Na kaniambia sasa nitaenda kushtaki wapi? Nimeenda niandikiwe OB, and you know we cannot handle a case bila OB. Ukiniripotia kesi, huwa ninakuambia go to police station ili upate OB. It has to get into the occurrence book. Sababu sifai kuhandle kesi ambayo haijakuwa reported. So that ukikuja kwangu plus that OB, na mimi pia nitakuandikia barua sasa nikwambie this case inaenda mahali fulani. Kama ni extreme, this case is going fast to the hospital. Ama kama uko hospitalini, ulikimbizwa hospitalini, ilikuwa urgent, then reporting and everything inafanyika baadaye. Ama kuna msamaria mwema anaenda report on your behalf. So unapata huyu mwanaume amenipigia ameniambia he had stayed for 18 good years, miaka 18 in an abusive relationship. Mwanaume alienda aliambia polisi, mimi nimekuwa nikipigwa na bibi yangu. Polisi wanacheka, wanauliza, wewe unapigwa na bibi yako au una mikono? You're justifying that akigongwa pia yako agonge. When are we going to come to an end ya mambo ya gender violence? Kama akigongwa anafaa kugonga. So we should stop stigmatizing anybody. Si mtu alipenda kupigwa. And let me tell you, it is never a victim's fault. It is never. No victim has ever chosen. Unajikuta tu. Hata unapata kuna wanaume wanapiga hata they are pregnant women. Maana hataki responsibility, anakupiga vibaya sana. Mama ametoka kujifungua, anapigwa as if alijimpregnate. It is more than meets the eye. Rose Mukami says, abuse is real. I have been through all kinds of abuse, from spiritual, physical, financial, to mention but a few. Please run when you can. This is what I keep saying. And I thank God my church really accommodates me. Hata nikiambia watu run, hawajai nifukuza kanisani. Let me tell you, and this is something I keep on saying, hata kwa wachungaji. The moment that person dies in an abusive relationship, you lose a church member. Somebody somewhere has lost a sister. Somebody somewhere has lost a daughter. Somebody somewhere has lost a mother. etc. The list is endless. Someone has lost a neighbor. If it is a man, somebody somewhere has lost a son. Somebody somewhere has lost a neighbor. Somebody has lost an uncle. Somebody has lost a father. So, if violence is happening, or there are signs, na umeambiwa, tafadhali, wacha kujustify na wache kuona. I keep on saying, wakati ambapo umekuta, there is one potato, ama tomato, sisi wa mama na jikoni jo, mifano ni ya jikoni. Kuna kiazi kimoja kimeoza ama nyanya. What do you do? Kama umenunua kiasi, unatoa ile imeoza, ili hizi zingine zisiharibike. The moment mtu anakuja kukuripotia, bwana yangu ufanya hivi, bibi yangu ufanya hivi, tafadhali, hiyo ni ishara ya kwamba those people, they could either need a break. And I want to tell you, si lazima watu waachane. Sometimes it's good to have a break. It's healthy. Karo Kangethe karibu, Jenny Wanjiko karibu. Whenever we have cases of gender-based violence or some warning signs, tafadhali, don't force people to be together. It won't work. It will hurt them the more, and it will hurt you also. Maana saa yote watashinda kwako, mna solve kesi, mnafanya, and it is not going to help any one of you. Tafadhali, mimi ninataka niwajulishe ya kwamba haya mambo yanafanyika. Nobody is safe. No one is safe. Somebody inboxed me in the morning, but I don't mention names, but pia simkumbuki, and if she's watching, she can also get back to me via inbox. Maana ninapata messages nyingi sana, labda hata sitaweza kuitrace by the time ninaenda kwa inbox yangu. They lost a daughter. Hii mambo tu ninazungumzia ya campus. And if you're a mother outside there, and one thing I said when the schools were opening, parenting is our responsibility. Tafadhalini tusaidiane kuparent. Help your fellow parent to parent. Because these things are happening. And one thing I've taught myself, I don't just look at mtoto hivi na muangalia akipotea. Heri nimuongelesha hata kama atanijibu vibaya, bora nilimuongelesha. And that is one thing nimejifundisha. So you find the reasons as to why unapata hawa watoto wetu wanapitia mambo mengi. Sometimes tunawaongelesha, it falls on deaf ear. But still, we are parents. Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't dare give up. So this family is going through pain. Mtoto wao ameuliwa, ni mambo ya relationships. And then when it comes to on social media, everybody is bullying this girl. Yeah, no wonder Abju amepost vile wanapitia grief. Mtu anaanza kuwatukana. Anaanza kuambia hey, mtoto wenyu alikosa adabu. Let me tell you, there are children you talk to. Unajaribu kuwazungumzia, lakini ni kama masikio yao yamewekwa nta. Hakuna kitu anasikia. Unamuongelesha, inaingia hapa, inatoka. Inaingia, inatoka, ama haipiti, inakaa huko ndani, na hakuna kitu anafanya. I want to tell you, abuse is real. And especially to us who have children in schools, to us who have children in institutions of higher learning. And I'm saying this because I have also been a victim. The children that we have educated to higher institutions of learning. And I can tell you, the things we have gone through, they are so bad. Wairimo Mwangi karibu sana, Wairimo Mwangi Ben. Emotional abuse is also real. Imagine getting pregnant, losing a baby after getting through a C-section, and the man abandons you on the abandons you on a hospital bed without minding how you gonna settle the bill or cope after the surgery. To any woman who has gone through emotional abuse, may God give you peace. Oh my God. And these are the things that we are saying. One thing about emotional abuse is that nobody gets to see. It's not like physical. Physical mtu anaona kuna kidonda, physical mtu anaona kuna scar, physical mtu labda aliwitness ukipigwa. But let me tell you, the worst form of abuse is emotional abuse. Ile yani hata ukijaribu kuelezea watu, hakuna mtu anakuelewa. Emotional abuse is the worst. I am not saying there is the best type of violence or abuse, but emotional abuse is so bad. Vidonda havionekani, but viko kwa moyo. So many things continue happening, but they're just inside you. Yani, you even don't know how to express. Nobody will understand you. And this is what Wairimo is saying. Emotional abuse is so real. Yani, somebody has just has been pregnant, getting pregnant, losing a baby after getting through a C-section, and the man abandons you. Actually, this person is going through emotional abuse. This person is healing a C-section wound. Then this person has also been abused financially, because umeachwa hata na bill ujilipie. So this is what I keep saying. Gender-based violence, and that's why I group it all together. Gender-based violence, gender-based violence ni kitu haifai kukuwa karibu na sisi. Tafadhalini. And that's what somebody here has said. Josephine Wainaina has said, we like accusing without knowing the other side of the story. And in whichever way death comes in, death is painful. I agree with you 101%, Josephine. Unasema sijui, mara ilikuwa hivi, mara, yani vidole tu mnaoneshana tu hivi. You accuse. And then you don't know what happened. Unagonga mtu, unamgonga, yani kama vile unagonga nyoka ikitoka pangoni, unaimaliza. Hivyo ndio unagonga mtu, binadamu mwenzako. And then you don't know the other side of the story. Umesema mtoto wenyu alikuwa, mtoto wenyu amefanya, mtoto wenyu ameibia huyo mwanaume pesa yake ndio maana ameuliwa. And anyway, or finally, death comes in. Kifo kikishaingia, you cannot reverse. Maisha haina spare part. Afadhali wakati ambapo ni gari limegongwa utaenda kwa garage. Maisha haina spare part. When death comes in, it has already come in. So what are you going to do? Let me tell you, it is bad. Gender-based violence is bad. Kuonyesha yule mtu amepitia kitu fulani kwa maisha kidole ni vibaya. And one thing I keep on saying, if you cannot help someone, keep quiet. If you cannot pray for someone, keep quiet. And this is one thing I have come to realize as a woman. Hi, Miss Kigo, how are you? If you cannot help someone, keep quiet. If you cannot pray for them, keep quiet. Stop stigmatizing anyone. Everybody is going through a situation. Each and every one of us has something they're going through. And especially those people who are in abusive relationships. Kindly ensure that you embrace each other. Ensure that you are going to become a role model. You're going to become a helper. You're going to become a prayer partner to each and everyone who is going through a situation. And one thing, somebody quoted Christians the other day. I'm trying to remember. But there is somebody who said that Christians don't even want to go to know what you're going through or why you are behaving the way you are behaving. If I remember, maybe I'm going to quote this person in the next live because it was something he just said as he was teaching. Naspendi kuiba quotes za wenyewe. So, this is something I want to tell you. Get to know why mtu alinyamaza. Get to know kwa nini mtu aliacha kama alikuwa so active mahali fulani na ameacha kukua active. Just get to know why these people are no longer active. This person decided to pull off kutoka kwa certain group. Huyu mtu aliamua sasa amejikalisha, amejijengea kakakuni kake. Could be someone is going through a situation and you don't know. Esther Gaki karibu. Sarah has said, violence and abuse continues to happen. Our system has failed us. I agree with you. But the easy step one can take is run for your dear life. Exactly. Run, run, run. For your dear life, regardless of how society looks at it. This is where I want to discuss and to hit the society. Let me tell you, I come from Murang'a County. There is a place we have very good nyama choma known as Casablanca. That is just past Maragua, coming back to Nairobi. Then we have a very good place of nyama choma at Keno. I just want to tell you the truth of the matter. If you're hit and you die, or you let depression kill you because you're not speaking about what is happening in your life, because you fear the society, I just want to tell you, because I have attended several burials of survivors of gender violence, not survivors, actually victims who die, because now they're not survivors. Some survive and then they later die, but victims who die because of gender-based violence. The moment we finish the burial, people will always say, tutarudi. People will never come back. Those are the last words you hear. Na hiyo kurudi wanakuwa wamerudi kwa hiyo maneno. Let me tell you our first stop if we went to bury you in Murang'a. Tutasimama Casablanca na tutakula nyama. Na tutasema mazishi ilikuwa na watu wengi na gari mingi. And as a society, we will still say, kwa nini alikaa kwa hiyo abusive relationship? Ona sasa ameacha watoto wake, si watoto wake ndio watateseka, na sisi ndio tulipeana pledges za kusomesha watoto kwa mazishi yako. Let me tell you one thing that I have come to realize, especially about the society and a woman. The society is merciless on you as a woman. The society will always judge you harshly as a woman, very harsh, whether in the grave or alive. Si utoroke na mizigo yako. Kanyaga kubwa kubwa ukiwa hai. The society will blame you. It will judge you harshly. The society will say, let me tell you, the society hata ukiolewa na mabwana 10 ndio watasema alishindwa na bwana number 1, alishindwa na bwana number 2, alishindwa na number 3. Then when you make it with the 4th or the 5th husband, the society will still talk. The society will not look at you and come and sit down with you and ask you what has been happening to your life. The society will backbite you. The society will kill you na maneno yao. One thing that I have done about the society, I assume that they don't exist. I always assume. Mary says, I agree, if you cannot help someone, keep quiet. And that is what I have learned to do. If I don't help you, if I have nothing to help you with, I keep quiet. And this is where I always say silence is a weapon. If you cannot help someone, it is a good weapon. Nyamaza. But there is somewhere I say silence is a sin. If you're suffering in an abusive relationship and you're not talking about it, silence is a sin. It is a sin because tutakuja na ni sin ya dhambi, sio sin ya ile scenario, sin ya dhambi. Silence becomes a sin in that situation. Because, as I told this lady who wrote about depression, step 1 is psychosocial support. Step 2, we are going to help you recover plus your children and get to know that munapitia grief. And then step number 3, we are going to introduce you to crew and get Thamini Fund and start a business. Hiyo imeshinda ile ya kuchangiwa na watu, because utachangiwa utakula siku moja mbili inaisha, but we want you to be sustainable, and this is what we do to women. There is help in this country. For any person who is suffering outside there is the government toll-free number 1195 1195. You are supposed to make sure that you report all cases of gender-based violence. And let me tell you, that number is 24/7. For those who are watching me from diaspora, you cannot be able to call from diaspora, but your friends can call from the country. Your family members can call from the country. And it is to report any form of gender violence, be it FGM, the female genital mutilation, be it widow abuse. A widow is being evicted somewhere, blah, blah, blah. You will call 1195. They will reach out to us to handle a widow's case. You will call 1195. They are going to handle you. If you have been harmed, if you have been injured, they are going to ensure you go to Nairobi Hospital, Nairobi Women's Hospital, and get to know Nairobi Women's Hospital is very expensive, but because they have a rapport with government and the UN Women, you are going to be treated for free. But first of all, you have to report to 1195. If you're in danger, they are going to send you police wherever you are. So I keep on telling people, before you even hit our country and you hit our government and you say, oh, our country does not do this, does not do this. Let me tell you, nowadays things have become easy. We even have safe houses in this country. There are so many women that we have rescued and we have taken to safe houses. So it is possible for you to get help in this country. It is possible for you to be treated free of charge if you have been through abuse. It is possible for you to start life again. It is possible for you to be empowered and get Jasiri Fund. I have been able to link quite a number of women, especially during the time of COVID. I linked quite a number of women who have been empowered. They have received Jasiri Fund, and I don't take a percentage. I do this because I love doing what I do. I don't take any percentage. Mine is just to link you. If you agree to go through the process of psychosocial support and we take you through, we also train you, we also get to know the ideas you have, the economic empowerment that you need, or maybe the business that you have, you draw a business plan. Mine is just to link you with Jasiri Fund, and you get to help to get support. If you're going through abuse and you need to be in a safe space, mine is to link you and take you to a safe space. So it is possible for us to help each other. Lemiso Patrick says Narok is rampant with women violence. I will help you link them. Okay. Lemiso, they need to call 1195. Sometimes I could be in a meeting and maybe they cannot get me. But 1195 is a toll-free number, is a government toll-free number that you are able to get help. Kila wakati kuna mtu kwa hiyo laini. Hata akipata ikiwa engaged, because it's a toll-free number, ni kama customer care, they will finally get help. Wairimo Mwangi Ben, my dear, please tell us how to overcome this. I was emotionally abused, but I still feel the pain to date. I don't intend to go back. I started life from a scratch, but but every time nikienda kibarua and I come back feeling pain around the C-section area, I break down. Wairimo, kindly inbox me after this live video, and I'm sure we are going to walk a journey with you. We are going to introduce you to our good friends, either feeder or crew for psychosocial support, and we are going to walk this journey together with you. So I want us to wrap up there, and I want to remind you, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel. Some of these things that I am doing them here, I want to start doing them on Facebook Live, but I cannot, and on YouTube Live, but I cannot be able to do that before I hit 1,000 subscribers. So kindly help me to hit 1,000 subscribers. We are at, I think, 567 subscribers, so we need like 400 plus to be able to do Facebook Live. Najua hao wengine watajileta baadaye. So kindly, I've shared the link. Hit the subscribe button. Follow the link, hit the subscribe button, and also share with your friends. Share. Ask your friends, copy the link, share with your friends, ask them to hit the subscribe button. Also hit the notification bell, because I also want us to bring some of the success stories of women who have been through violence and they have been able to overcome. For those who are able to attend our dinner, and this is a dinner that we'll be doing every year. I do 2 dinners every year. One, I'm doing the Valentine's dinner, and this is where we have the widows coming to celebrate, and all our proceeds go to the orphans and vulnerable children that we educate. Currently, we are at 52, and I would ask you to come on board, and if you can sponsor a child, it's only 50,000 Kenya shillings to sponsor a child for 1 year in the cheapest school, but it goes to up to 70,000 in some schools per year. So, and you can also pay in bits if you want to sponsor a child. And most of our children are those children who have been through situations. Some of them, that's why we say orphans and vulnerable. Orphans are the orphans who are orphaned by our widows who die while they are still members of our program. But the vulnerable ones, you find they're the girls, like the ones we rescue. They have gone through sexual violence. We take them back to school. We take care of the kids. So these are the children I'm talking about. That's why we hold and we host our Valentine's dinner. This time we are hosting the pre-Valentine's dinner on 11th February, which is going to be on a Friday evening. Our usual place, our usual partner, Safari Park Hotel, who gives us a subsidized rate, five-star subsidized hotel rate. And then in November, we are going to have our 16 days of activism. Our 16 days of activism event where we will have more different survivors talking. And one thing is that in our last event, the survivors who shared, I think all of them got help. And this is one thing that I am just happy about it, and I give all the glory and honor to God. So those people that feel like they want to be part of this dinner, we will be sharing our pay bill number very soon and our numbers, so that you can just support us. You don't have to be available, like come physically, but you can support us from a distance. You can lobby your friends from wherever you are so that they can be part of it. Polymantric decor. What about men? We have other side of story. I think you've joined late. We spoke about men. I even gave an example of a man that we were trying to help, who went to the police and did not get help. But see, he still came back to us and we helped. And the other thing that you people don't know is that we also do mediation in partnership with FIDA. We don't just tell people, hey, quit. There are cases where you find people want to mediate and go back together. So we also do that. Joanna Luce, to God be the glory for everything you do as to the GBVs. I'm a beneficiary. Definitely my sister, and we will continue doing that to the glory and honor of God. Kindly, my parting shot. Don't suffer in silence. Don't suffer alone. Talk to us and we can be able to share and to help each other. We are going to have another session tomorrow. God bless you. Kindly share. Go to the YouTube channel. Follow the link that I've posted. Go to the YouTube channel, hit the subscribe button, and also share with your friends. At least let's make sure that we hit the 1,000 subscribers so that we can continue with our program of Unspoken, where we will be bringing quite a number of survivors who are willing to talk whatever they have not been able to open up that has been happening to them. God bless you. Until tomorrow, you are blessed. Oh, Rose Mukami finalizes by saying, yes, FIDA are very helpful. They are on my case. Thank you, Rose. Yes, we refer people to FIDA, and kindly come through us. We are going to write you a referral letter to FIDA, and we are going to recommend you, and they are going to give you all the help that you need. I love you all. God loves you. Caroline Muchoki, umekuja late, but I know you're going to watch. God bless you. Tomorrow we are coming here and we continue with the warning signs of gender-based violence. Bye-bye.